covered that shit.
You can get
Say what?
your godwife got these.
That's it. But it's
Yeah.
already been sold, so.
He is selling them. I'm not selling mine.
But I'm not sure if he
It
has
says
more.
it's on.
Yeah, it's starting right now. You ready?
Yeah. All right. We gotta figure out a way too to get the music on, like right before class start. All right, we good to go. All right. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat Rakatah to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Alathan Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat to all the sisters, man. This is the ISUPK out of 125th, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. All right. First and foremost, pay your tithes. All right, 10% of any increase in earnings that you receive, give to the real priests and prophets of the Lord in the ISUPK. You can go over to isupk.com and make your and pay your tithes on the line, man. All right, you know, like I say, you in the world, you know what I'm saying. You giving money, you giving spending money on frivolous things. You know what I'm saying. You giving money to all the other nations that hate you for their nails, for their food. You know, give your tithes to the Lord, to the man that's really helping our people. You know what I'm saying. Really helping blacks, Hispanics, and natives with homelessness, whoredom, drug use, you know what I'm saying, everything. We actually out here doing this work on the front lines, man. So support this truth, man. All right. So with that, go ahead.
You might want to scoot up some.
That's good. All right. So with that, man, we're gonna get into a topic, man. You know, talking about our households. You know, part of this war, this psychological warfare that's going on with our people. You know, we with the white man who is, you know what I'm saying, I say you got to be politically correct. Our oppressors, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I mean? It's a warfare. Part of that warfare was the destruction of our households. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of our sisters is out here perpetuating that destruction. All right. You know what I'm saying? The biggest part of that whole process was getting the man out the home.
Right.
You know what I mean? Taking the head out of the house. You know, and it was a trickle down effect. You know what I'm saying? We haven't recovered from that feminist movement and all of that stuff in the 60s. You know, I believe that was back in the 60s, man, when they initially took the man out of home, you know what I'm saying, and then started to cater to women and, you know, give women the Section 8. You know, like, yeah, we'll pay all your rent. Make sure you don't have to pay rent, but you better not. We're going to come over here and make sure ain't no clothes in that closet of no man. You know what I mean? You know, we're going to make sure that. So we got to get to a point where we get back to, you know, getting our households back in order. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a huge advantage for us in this war. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what this life. You know, we call it in life. You can say life, but we call it war because life is war. You know what I mean? Every situation, every day is different battles to win the ultimate war of your life. All right. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be on the right side. You know, we're gonna get into the scriptures, man, because you know, it's just all in the media. You know, we got, and this goes for man and woman as far as our children go. All right, like our brothers, our young man is out here, homosexuals, shooting up the block, selling dope, and our young women, our sisters, are here being whores, being lesbians, you know what I'm saying, having the thousands of abortions, you know what I mean, just into all type of disgustingness. All right, and so, you know, we're gonna get into the scriptures, man, that talks about, you know, I understand that that the white man has, you know, allowed you to feel like, you know, you can be over the man. Talking about, you know, the sisters, you know, the white man has allowed you, but don't perpetuate that situation. You know what I'm saying? You the woman of the house until a rat comes in the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A burglar comes in the house. You the woman. As soon as you hear that noise downstairs, it's your house because you pay all the bills. Until you hear that noise, then it's, can you go check that out?
Right.
You know what I mean? Then he's the man of the house real quick. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't you know, so don't get it twisted, man. You know, y'all deep down, you know how things supposed to be and how the order of the household should be. But let's grab 1 Corinthians 11:3.
Come. First Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
That the head of every man is Christ. All right, first and foremost, brothers, you know that you gotta have the Lord. You gotta be following the Lord. You know what I'm saying? If you follow a man, you out here following, you know, your favorite rappers, these false leaders, you know, you're gonna end up in a place of destruction. You're gonna ultimately lose. You're gonna be leading your family. You're gonna be the blind leading the blind.
Right.
All right. That's what the scripture said. That's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be leading your family down the road of destruction. You're gonna be leading your daughters to the stripper poles. Your woman is gonna be, and your son's gonna be. You're gonna be leading them to a life of drug dealing and drug use, because they're gonna be watching the life that you live. But if you allow what?
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
If you have Christ as your head, then you won't be out here getting high. You won't be
Right.
out here doing drugs, selling drugs, killing your own people. You know, propositioning our sisters to be whores, treating them like whores and prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a big, in our community, a big pimping culture where we think it's good to sell our women. You know what I'm saying? And have them to sell their bodies. And when, you know, what if that woman goes out there and catches AIDS or something?
Right.
Now her life is on you, you know what I'm saying? It's in your hands. You know, that blood is on your hands. All right? But we got to get back to a place in our community where we have dignity and integrity. All right? We got to, you know what I'm saying, get back to that place, man. Get Christ back as our head. So, you know, so even though, like I said, our women got to, you know, get out of that mentality of, you know, this is my house because I make the money, because the man has been oppressed and beat down. Even though that's the case, you know, our man still got to get Christ back as our head first, so we can properly lead our families.
Right.
All right. So while we got to get the brainwashing off the sister, get that, wash them away from that Christianity garbage, you know what I'm saying, and that white man's philosophy, we also got to get our man back, build our man back up stronger. And that's what we do in the IHBK. We build a strong man over here.
That's right.
And you know what I'm saying, through the Most High in Christ, of course. You know what I'm saying? So keep going on that.
Come. And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the woman is the man. You know what I'm saying? You are the head of your woman, man. You are the head of the household. You know, it's not about you know who makes the most money. You are the man. You are the head of the house. That's how I set up. It didn't say nothing about you are the head of the woman when you make enough money. You know what I'm saying? All it says is you want Christ to be your head as the man. Be following Christ so you can be leading properly. But what is the man is what?
Come. And the head of the woman is the man.
And make sure y'all share these, share our lives on y'all pages. All right, make sure y'all share it. Read that one more time.
Come. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head, no, keep going.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the woman is the man. So women, you know what I'm saying, allow that man to run that household. You know what I'm saying? Get out of that mindset, I don't need no man. You know, because you really do. If you didn't need no man, you wouldn't be running around sleeping with a different man every weekend.
Right.
Or every couple of months. Because you do need a man. That's why you getting, you know, mismanaging your life. You know what I'm saying? You out here running around dressing like whores, you know what I'm saying, becoming lesbians because you need a man.
Right.
To guide you properly. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the women, they be so quick, you know, when with the children, like when your child becomes successful, like let's say you got a single mom, I like to say, and she raising a young man or a young sister. Let's say the sister or the young brother becomes successful. They take all the credit.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, you know, that's mama, baby,
Right.
you know, it's all because of me,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and everything. But when they fail, and that child becomes a drug dealer, a drug addict, or whores and strippers, they say, well, they didn't have a dad.
Right.
Like, so you get all the credit for when they succeed, but none of the blame for when it fails.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really hypocritical, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's a real terrible thing. You know what I'm saying? Of that stigma. You know what I'm saying? When a lot of these women is you know, putting these men out, you know, to prove points, not letting the man be a part of the children's lives. You know, it's a horrible thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a man wants more than one woman, because, in America, they don't allow uh, polygamy. You know what I mean? You get, so the woman, or in the Christian church, you know what I'm saying? They don't allow you to
Right.
have more than one wife, but they can have whores on the side. You can
Right.
only have one wife, but you can have a lot of whores.
Right.
And they call that backslide. You know what I mean?
Right.
But keep going on that.
Come. And the head of Christ is God.
And read that again.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God, man. So, so we got to just get back. That's the natural order of the household, according to the scriptures. Y'all talk about you in the church and you love the Lord and all of these things. This is what the Lord has to say about how the household should be ran. And the white man knew this. The white man knew as long as they have that man in that house, they're going to continue to be strong. They're going to continue to thrive and, and be great. So that's why they destroyed our household. They took the man out of the household and catered to the woman to make her feel like they don't need a man.
Right.
But technically you do. You know what I'm saying? You do still need, even in that system, you know who your man was replaced by? The white man.
Right.
He's the one paying the rent. That Section 8, the rest of that rent is getting paid by him. So he say, long as I'm your man, can't no other man be in his house. Because y'all know that rule of Section 8, like can't no man, when they give your woman Section 8 and all that. Go ahead.
Come on. And Slovakia, the white man is giving them food stamps too.
Right. Because they need to make you going.
Slovakia, he giving them food stamps, taking care of the family. Now the women feel like if they don't do what the white man say, then you know what I'm saying, they gonna be out here destroyed.
That's right.
And suffer.
But they still got a man in their life.
Right.
He's just a white man. He ain't there all the time. He just his whole thing is he don't want the black man in there. He don't want the children's fathers in that house. Cause what's the point of not being able to have a man there? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a warfare going on against our people to keep us. It's called divide and conquer. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
That's why that one scripture say a gift destroys the heart, and that's why it's like destroying the mind of the woman, because the white man paying the bills now, so they're like, oh, F you, we don't need you niggas, woo, because they got a backup plan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
White man.
Right. That's right. God damn. Because it's how you take it down? But yeah, so that's a great point though, man. Hold on, how you? So we don't want to go down. So like it.
The phone broke.
Yeah. It's over.
White man's.
Look, they done messed up my phone trying to share this thing. So yeah, man. Like the brother was bringing up, a gift destroys the heart. That scripture. You know what I'm saying? The white man tell you, we got you. We'll give you a nice house, big old house. All you got to pay is $8. But the only thing you got to do is make sure that man ain't in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but that's you got to, like I said, the white man don't give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got to always wonder, like, why would they be willing to do that? You know what I'm saying? Because the whole thing is to keep the man out of the household. All right. So let's give, you know what I'm saying? If we get that strong man back in that household and lead these babies right, you know what I'm saying? And tell our daughters, tell they being able to tell them girls, like, baby, you beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Give her all that love from a man. She won't be out here in the streets running around looking for love from every man she runs into.
Right.
Looking for a daddy in every man she finds. In a strip club looking for all this attention. You know what I mean? Because her father would have given her so much love if you wouldn't have kicked him out of the house. You know what I'm saying? Or shunned him because he couldn't find employment because like I said, he's been so oppressed and beat down all of his life.
Right.
Probably came and got a couple of felonies or something. You know what I'm saying? It's better to have that man there to guide and support those children. Because when your son get up to a bigger enough size, he ain't listening to you no more. Because you're a woman. He need that man in there to check him and to keep him in order.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just how boys are. You know what I mean? They need their father, man, whether you believe it or not. A lot of women, you know what I'm saying? Some women do the best they can and do a good job of being a single mom. But it's a point where they realize, the ones that do, they realize, man, he needs his dad.
Right.
He needs a man in his house. You know what I mean? Because you can teach a man a lot of things, but you women, you cannot teach a man how to feel like a man.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a whole other thing, to teach him how a man is supposed to feel about certain situations. in those certain conversations that you just can't have with them because you ain't experienced it. And then you go out in the world and you try to get a male figure, but you go get the dope boy,
Right.
man, from off the block to try to teach him something, or some closet homosexual that you met on your slavery on your job. Go ahead.
They call it the big homie. They go out and get the
Yeah,
big homie.
right, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. They go get him. You know what I'm saying? To try to raise up the child. You know
Right.
what I mean? And it's a terrible thing that's happening with in our families, man. But like I said, our oppressors, the one who allows us to be shot down in the streets every day, is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
That is his strategy. That is a war tactic that he's using against us. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord says, that's why the Lord says he requires a soldier.
That's right.
You need a man in that house, a strong man in that house to keep you from getting when your car breaks down, the mechanic coming over there stealing all your money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're a woman and they taking advantage of you. Or you got, you know what I'm saying? Now your daughter get old enough, now she got all the dope boys running in and out of the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even know you got all type of drugs in the house because of your little daughters or because of your son who looking up to the like you said, to the big homies in the streets.
Right.
And that's where he's trying to get his credit from, his street cred from. When if you let his dad be there, his dad could have guided him properly and let him know that all them boys out there are snitches and homosexuals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't your friends. Because they'll tell on you if y'all was doing something, they'll tell on you in a minute.
Right.
They'll sleep with your woman behind your back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a terrible situation that y'all, you sisters is putting yourselves in by not having your child's father in his life. All right, they need their fathers, or they're gonna grow up, looking and searching for that love that they just missing out on.
Right.
All right, and they're gonna be searching for it in drugs, in whoredom, in gayness, in lesbianism. They're gonna be searching. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be so angry that when a black man step on their foot, they're gonna want to shoot him and kill him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, that's what's going on, man. That's why a lot of the brothers is out there in the streets angry and mad, and them sisters is on them posts because the dad wasn't allowed to be in their life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he didn't make enough money. So let's grab Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 42 and 9. All right. We're going to get into it, man, and let you know, like, the scriptures talk about these things. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Yeah. No, matter of fact, hold that real quick and grab Mark 3 and 27. The scriptures talked about this, though. You know what I mean? About the white man destroying the black man in his household. The scriptures talk about it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the scriptures talk about us being destroyed in our household. Let me get this on here, man. So
Salakia, you said Mark what and what? 14?
Mark 3 and 27. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get it, man. We're gonna show y'all in the scriptures where the life, where what you're doing is not nothing new that the Lord said, you know what I'm saying? The Lord, prophesied about this. It's all in these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? About what to do to destroy it. And the white man uses our record. They use the Bible against us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it was that it's that saying that's out there. It says, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The way that we can live properly, you know what I'm saying, get our culture and our identity, everything is in that Bible. But we, you know what I'm saying, the Christian church made us hate to read it. You know what I'm saying? They made us hate it because they have turned the Bible into something disgusting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something evil. Just like the homosexuals have turned the rainbow into something disgusting.
Right.
When it was something that was supposed to be an amazing sign from the Lord. But they turned it, they made it so disgusting, you don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Christian church has done with the Bible, and and which is our culture and our heritage and how we really live in this earth. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it. You got it?
Come
All right, let's get it.
Mark chapter 3, verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods.
Say that again.
No man can enter into a strong man's house.
Read that again.
No man can enter into a strong man's house.
No man can enter into a strong man's house. You know what I'm saying? You a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. You don't gotta worry about some a man. You know what I'm saying? What we call super rod from the Dollar Tree, as my brother Kodai used to say. You know what I'm saying? Coming into your house. You know the big homies on the block being in your house. You know, keep going.
Come. And spoil his goods.
And spoil and do what?
And spoil his
And
goods.
spoil his goods. You know, his children and his wives. You know what I'm saying? You got some brother in that house molesting the children. You know what I'm saying? Bringing you know what I'm saying? Now you done kicked the old man out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fight, thinking you're going to find somebody better. Now you go get somebody that's even worse. Who's now this person, because he don't care about your children, he's molesting the children.
Right.
He's teaching your son how to do dope, how to sell dope.
Right.
He's touching your daughter, you know what I'm saying, turning her into a stripper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is what's happening because you wanted to kick that strong man out of the house. All right, keep going.
Come. Except he will bind the strong man.
Do that, read that part again.
Except he will bind the strong man.
He will bind the strong man first. All right? Okay, that's how you're gonna it's doing that thing again too. You see how it's making it look like it's disappearing. I don't know what that's about.
Fix that.
All right, Salakia. Having a little technical difficulties I see on the screen. We'll get that together. But anyway, man, read that one more time.
It's like it might be a reflection off the studs on that joint from the screen.
All right, don't worry about it. Read that again.
Come. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man.
Unless you first bind the strong man. The white man wanted to enter into your crib and become the daddy of the house.
Right.
But he couldn't do that until he got that black man up out of there. You know what I'm saying? By putting dope in the communities, getting them strung out on dope and putting them in jails, you know what I mean? And telling you, yeah, you can get this Section 8, but he can't be here no more.
Right.
Now that strong man is gone out of your house and they don't care who else, you know what I mean? You know, he's gone. Now now the kids is running them up, your daughter's out of control, your son's out of control, you out of control, because you don't have no head no more. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Come. And then he will spoil his house.
Then that's how they get you. That's how your house get destroyed right there. That's how the white man destroyed our house, by you allowing him to come in and take that strong man out. By you like the brother brought out with the scripture, by you taking that gift and letting that white man destroy your heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Destroy your mind thinking you don't need no man. But now you talking about you want a woman. Then you go out after a woman that looks like a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's really ridiculous when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta get back to it, man. Grab that's it on that, right?
Come.
All right. Grab in there 42 and 9. You know what I mean? So, you know, the man being in the house, man, like we had our man always, because the dad is real skeptical. You know, as the dad, we don't trust nothing, we don't believe nobody, you know what I'm saying? You know, but moms, you know what I'm saying, y'all kind of passive with the children and stuff. But the man, you know, since the beginning of the time, man, has been the protector, the watcher over the house, making sure, you know what I'm saying, the things is being done properly in there, keeping the order in the house. All right? You know what I'm saying? When a lot of the trap spots when we was back in coming up in the world, like the spots that brothers, you know what I'm saying, when we used to be, you know, having little spots where brothers was able to trap out of, it was always a house with a woman and a gang of kids or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
With no man in the house. Now one of the brothers go in there, tie fire to the mama, and now he got all his boys in there selling dope out of the house, having sex with their daughters, turning the son, giving the son drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And if you know what I'm saying? And most people know, you know what I'm saying, exactly what I'm talking about if you didn't been to trap houses, you know what I'm saying? It's usually that single mom in there who need a little extra money, and now she got the whole squad is in the house. You know what I mean? That's how it happens. It's a trap, man. The brother going there, like I said, tie that fire to that mama, and now she in love with the dope boy. You know what I'm saying? She want to see me, you want to see me? All my boys got to be able to come in. You know what I mean? Because you don't have that head in that household, man. And if you do have a head, you know, he ain't, the Christ is not his head. he ain't living his life properly, you know what I'm saying, then it's gonna end up the same way. You know what I'm saying? You might, have a man that's in the house, but he's a crackhead. So the crackhead, I done seen that too. The husband in the house is a crackhead, and so he let all the guys in because he want free crack. So he allows the house to become a trap house as well. So that's what I'm saying. It got to be both. It got to be the woman standing behind the man and being strong and not letting that gift destroy their heart. And the man got to let Christ lead you properly. You got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. You got to not be the disgusting person you've been your whole life. You got to shake all that off. But let's get why the Father in the Scriptures was so amazing. Let's get it.
Come God. Ecclesiasticus chapter 42, verse 9. The father walketh for his daughter.
Read that first.
Salaki. The father walketh for.
It says waketh, I believe.
Salaki. The father waketh for the daughter.
The father is awaketh for the daughter. You know what I'm saying? Woke. Keep going.
Come. When no man knoweth.
Hey, in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? Nobody know. Pops is up, walking them halls, checking the doors, checking the windows, make sure little JJ ain't trying to sneak in. You know what I'm saying? Making sure his daughter is safe, making sure his family is safe. You know what I'm saying? The father is walking in there. You know what I'm saying? That's how, that's why he said that strong man is in there patrolling that household. When no man know it. Keep going.
Come. And the care for her taketh away sleep.
Man, it's taking away sleep, brothers. The care for your daughter, our daughters and our children, taking away our sleep, man. If you're a man, you know what I'm talking about. You up all night worried about your babies, man. But you women think that, that man not having no job or not being able to get a job or something is not worth him being in the house. He can't be in the house because he ain't got a little bit of money. But this is what you're missing out on. You're missing out on that strong man still being there to protect y'all and watch over you from making stupid decisions. And not being so emotional over some drug dealer with a shiny car who come and give you a few dollars. Now your daughter don't, you know what I'm saying? You got a man who's in there loving on his daughter so much, she don't, you know what I'm saying? She's not enticed by some man and what he can give her, just like little things. What's the word I'm looking for? Materialistic. You know what I mean? Hey, good looking. Materialist. She's not the material girl. She ain't looking for the materialistic things. You know what I'm saying? She ain't interested in that because her dad has given her the world. Her dad has showed her so much love. A man is going to have to come with way more than, a few dollars, a couple outfits, a nice bag, couple bags, some nice shoes. That's not going to impress her because she had a dad in her life that showed her so much love to let her know she's the most beautiful person on the earth. Taught her how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. You know what I mean? And so those things don't impress her. You know what I'm saying? You got a young brother who looks at, who the dad been teaching him. Those dudes on that corner, they taking the easy way out. They cowards. They ain't willing to work for this. You know what I'm saying? They're out there killing people to make money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Their lives depends on other people's deaths. You know what I'm saying? Is that he's telling his son, is that the life you want, son? Do you want somebody to kill themselves for you to be able to survive? Somebody got to continue to poison themselves every day for you to be able to eat? That boy ain't emotional to the point where any argument he get into, somebody can send him off to go, rob somebody or be in the gunfights in the streets. Because his dad taught him how to be a man, not to be emotional and soft. And don't be a follower, be a leader. If you're going to follow somebody, follow Christ, Yahweh.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But that's what you miss out on when you take that strong man out the house, ladies. And that's what you brothers, miss out on being able to do when you don't allow Christ to be your head. You head for destruction. You head for you're on the heads of every street corners. And we're going to get the scripture that talks about that. All right? Keep going.
Come. When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age.
Read that one more time from the top.
Come. The father waketh, the father waketh for the daughter, when no man knoweth.
Right, he woke in the middle of the night, waking up for his daughters. Keep going.
And the care for her taketh away sleep.
Right.
When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age.
Right, at least she become a disgusting whore. You know, that father gonna make sure that don't happen. He gonna make sure his son don't become the next dope boy, the next gangster. You know what I'm saying? The soldier he gonna make sure his son is a soldier for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen. That's what needs to happen. You know, and you sisters got to get back to allowing that man to be in that house, allowing that man to raise those children, no matter how, you know, no matter if you mad at him because he got another woman. That don't have nothing to do with the children. According to the scriptures, a man can have as many wives as he wants. You know what I mean? So you just gotta, you know, you gotta suck it up, man, and let that strong man be in them children's life and put your personal feelings to the side. All right. That's it on that, right?
It's a little more.
Go ahead.
Comic-Con. And being married, least she should be hated.
Right. So we're gonna drop that. Grab Proverbs 9 and 13, man. But you know what I mean. So that's this we gonna get into. But you know, like I said, the reason that you women are acting like that is because we gonna let the Lord tell you why. You know what I mean? But it's like I said, all the cure to the black household and the black family is all in these scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? I know the church didn't touch you off because you went in that church, sing and dance and shake all around and scream and slap tambourines and go home. But they don't actually get into these scriptures to teach you how to be the woman you're supposed to be and how to be the man you're supposed to be according to the Lord. All right, let's get it.
Comic-Con. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous.
A foolish woman is clamorous. Oh no, that's the wrong. We gonna get that one too. But go to 14 and 1. We'll come back to that. The whole level go to 14 and 1. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Slide. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Every wise woman what?
Buildeth her house.
Every wise woman buildeth her house. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make sure you got a righteous man up in that household, man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of he got you know what I'm saying, he got one or two wives. You would rather have a man who's righteous with one or two wives than a disgusting homosexual thug drug dealer, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna lie to you about being the only woman. Don't be simple. Be wise. A wise woman what?
Comic-Con. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
A wise woman will build up that house and keep that man in there, not run him away. You know what I'm saying? You got you a good man who want to be with you and love you and raise them children and live for the Lord, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. But you want to run him away and get rid of him because you don't agree. You don't want him to have another woman. So you would rather, you know, your kids be brought up with somebody who don't love the Lord, who's gonna, you know, condone your son smoking weed, selling drugs. He's gonna condone your daughter being in a strip club. You know what I mean? He's gonna condone you practicing lesbianism. But you know what I'm saying? With threesomes or whatever, you know, whatever you want to do, be into. You know, keep going.
Comic-Con. But the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
The foolish did what?
Plucketh it down with her hands.
With your bare hands, you're gonna run that good, strong man away and tear down your household for some Section 8. You know what I'm saying? For the wife. You're gonna kick that strong black man out for a white man who's not gonna be there, but he's gonna make sure your bills is paid.
Right.
You see what I mean? It's idiotic, man. You know what I'm saying? The sacrifice you're willing to make. You know what I'm saying? Like you would sacrifice your children's, you know what I'm saying, life, basically. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice the life that they can have with their father. Or coming up in a strong household because of your personal feelings. You know, because you don't agree, you know what I'm saying, with you know, you don't agree with your man having more than one wife. Or you don't agree with your man being in the ISUPK and serving the Lord and saying, you don't want you mad because your man said you can't go to the strip clubs. You know what I mean? You can't do drugs no more. You want to do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You feel like You can live your own life. You don't want no strong man to tell you to be quiet and do what I tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't handle that. You want some soft brother who gonna let you run around the streets naked,
Right.
dressing like a whore in the streets, doing drugs, getting your getting lace blunted. You know what I'm saying? Getting Mickey's dropped in your drinks in the club because you want it because you're simple. You know what I'm saying? Or you can have a man in that house who's gonna raise y'all up properly, raise that house and protect you to make sure those things don't happen to you. All right, keep going.
Come. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord.
Right. You know you don't want that man who's upright and fear the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you want that brother who you can party with all night and get drunk and out of your mind with. And that's what you rather have. Somebody who ain't gonna tell you what to do. But the Lord said, let's grab Genesis 3:16. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it. Well, like it's not about how you feel. It's about what the Lord said. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got this thing worked out. You want a man? I don't want no man telling me what to do, you know, how to live my life. You know what I'm saying? And that's well, you don't want no man then. You want a boy. You want a homosexual who gonna let you run around naked in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Being in the club partying every day, all day with your girlfriends that's nothing but whores. You know what I mean? Let's get it.
Come. Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. And I will put enmity.
No, 16.
16. Verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
He said what?
I will greatly multiply thy sorrow
Uh-huh.
and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Right.
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
That's what your desire is supposed to be to your husband. You know what I'm saying? The reason you gotta go through sorrow with children and everything now is because, you know, our women been not listening. Like Eve didn't listen to Adam.
Right.
That's where the word naive come from, because you are nigh to Eve. You are near to Eve. You're too naive and simple. That's why, man, you get abused by man and lied to, and now you're running around with all type of diseases because you believe this man when he told you you was his only woman. Well, you know he sells drugs. So how can he have morals? You know what I mean? Why would you believe that he won't lie to you if he's out there killing people slowly, poisoning his own people? If he's killing himself, if he telling you the only woman, but he's smoking cigarettes, like how can you trust him and he's killing his damn self? How do you expect him to care about your life and make sure you're okay when he ain't doing it for his own self?
Right.
He's killing his damn self. How you think he's not going to kill you too? You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention. You know, don't be nigh to Eve. Don't be like Eve was, listening, you know what I'm saying? Not listening to Adam. Now you got to, like you said, you know, you're going to be in sorrow bringing forth children in your conception. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to go through so much pain in childbirth, because you are naive, not to Eve. All right? Keep going.
Come. And he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it.
Hold on. No, that was it on it. Read that from the top one more time.
Come.
I mean, not from the top. Go back to the part of your desire to be should I husband.
Come. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
He shall what?
Rule over thee.
He shall rule over you. That is what the scripture says. That's what the Lord say. All you Christian women who, you know what I'm saying, independent, strong black women out there. Independent, strong black women don't need no man to tell you what to do. The scripture said, the Bible said what?
And he shall rule over thee.
He shall rule over you. All right? Now, he can listen to what you have to say and take your thoughts into consideration. But at the end of the day, what he says goes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have, you know what I'm saying, a debate, but not a debate, but, you know, you can say, hey, you know, give your opinion about something. And he might take it into consideration. But if it's against what he wants, it's his way, or you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. He's the ruler of the household, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what our women need. You know what I'm saying? You won't, like I said, our daughters wouldn't be so naive out here being swindled out of everything they got. You know what I'm saying? They are supposed to be precious. You know what I'm saying? And they, out there giving away everything they got that the Lord loves so much, that they fathers love so much, to men who don't care nothing about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got your sons out there, you know what I'm saying, just throwing their lives away on the corners. All right. So we just got to get back to it, man. We got to get back to it, man. We got to get back to the natural order of things in our lives. We got to get back to our man being the head of the household and being led by Christ. You know what I'm saying? So ain't all of that garbage about, you want to be independent, can't nobody tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you call yourself a Christian, Christ said that the man shall rule over you. But obviously y'all not Christians because y'all don't follow Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're not following Christ, you're following Satan.
Right.
Right. Grab probably now you can go to 13:9 and 13 real quick.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta get back to it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta listen to nobody. You got these women running their mouth ridiculously, with like run the man away. You know what I'm saying? The man wanna be with you, wanna love you and honor you and take care of you, but you don't know how to act. You don't know how to be a lady. You don't know how to be sweet and delicate. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to be feminine. If you don't have feminine, you want to be too damn masculine. You want to be the man. You want to wear the pants. And don't no man want that. And you're going to find yourself hugging on that pillow with that vibrator every night. Wondering why nobody want. Talking about you got the best vagina on the planet, but don't nobody want it. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want that vagina. And it's the best thing. You think it's the best. But you can't keep a man longer than that hour or however long he on top of you, then he gone quick. Because that's all you have to offer. You don't know how to be a woman. You don't know how to, be a woman that a man can't wait to come home to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If a man don't want to be over there with you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at yourself like, why, man do everything for a vagina. You know what I'm saying? Everything, the reason we get up and brush our teeth and go to work and brush our hair is for women. All right? But you can't get a man that want to stay with you. You got to ask yourself, what is your problem?
Right.
Right.
That you got the most precious thing on the planet, because everybody knows, like Jim said, vagina is wonderful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that man don't want to be there with you. He don't want to be around you and be laid up with you. It's because you are disgusting. And it's because you are this woman right here. Let's get it.
Come. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous.
A foolish woman is what?
Clamorous.
A foolish woman is clamorous. You don't know what that word is? Go look it up. Clamorous, loudmouth, talk too much, don't know how to shut up. Always got something to say. All you need to do, you know what I'm saying, go in there, cook a nice meal, and assume the position.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what needs to be. And that man will love being here, be over there every day. Be sweet, be nice, be kind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you can continue to be that strong, independent woman and be lonely as ever. Ain't nobody gonna be over there with you. You running, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start selling batteries. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start selling batteries. It's a big market for batteries around here. You know what I'm saying? For all these independent, strong women. You know what I'm saying? Can't get no man that want to stay over in that house with you because you what?
A foolish woman is clamorous.
Because you are a foolish and loud-mouthed woman that there can't no man stand and be around after he then relieved himself, man. You said professionally, you know what I mean? After he then got what he wanted after them, you know what I'm saying? After y'all done sweating all over, he ready to get up. He ready to get up out of there.
They professionally they call it sexual intercourse.
You know what I mean? I'm trying not to get our page, you know what I'm saying? Sit down, We got a lot of haters out there, you know what I'm saying, trying to push this word of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? If we was on here, you know what I'm saying, being disgusting and smoking weed and twerking and all of this, you know, it'd be popping. But when we telling people to stop being nasty and disgusting, you know, they want to, oh, I'm flagging them, you know. But no, man, but seriously though, man, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta really evaluate yourself if, you know what I'm saying, like for a woman to be so precious, you know what I'm saying, and so delicate and so wonderful, you know what I'm saying, to not have a man not that don't want to be around you. Only reason he come around you is to lay with you for a few seconds. And a lot of times, you know, you probably can't even get him to come do that because he don't want to put up with you. You know what I'm saying? You really got to reevaluate your situation, man, and get back to being the woman that the Lord wants you to be. You know what I'm saying? That sweet woman that listens to her man and lifts him up and, you know what I'm saying, be sweet and nice. You know what I'm saying? Not a disgusting monster. All right? Right. All right. Let it on that keep going.
Come. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
She is what?
Simple and knoweth nothing.
You are simple and know nothing. You think you know everything.
Right.
But you are simple and you don't know nothing. You don't know. You can't even do the simple thing is to keep your children in order and keep a man in the house. You simple and you don't know anything. You need to shut your mouth and listen. All right. You want a man in that house that's gonna be that can't wait to get back there and don't want to leave there ever. Come to class and we'll teach you how to be the woman that the Lord has called you to be. And you will learn how to be that woman. You know what I'm saying? And grow. And that man will never want to leave that house. But you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta humble yourself enough to be taught. So I'm brother. All right. That's it on that, right?
Come.
But grab Ecclesiastes 26 and 25. But you know, yeah, Ecclesiasticus. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all ain't got no shame. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that a lot of women say. You know, ain't no shame in my game. Ain't no shame. You know what I'm saying? That's why they following women like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. You know, running around naked, naked everywhere, being whore, sleeping with different men all the time, and in a different fair relationship every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody want you, man. You done slept with everybody.
Right.
Then ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know, ain't nothing special about you no more. You know, let's get it.
Come. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
What?
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
The scriptures just calls you a shameless woman a bitch.
Right.
What's a female dog? That's right. It said, read that again.
Come. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
You women running around with no shame. Ain't no shame in your game. You want to be manish. If that's where it comes from. You want to be like that. You are a disgusting bitch.
Right.
And that's thus says the Lord.
That's
read
right.
that again.
Come. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
You ain't got no shame. You know what I'm saying? You want to, you know what I'm saying, berate your man, you know what I'm saying, all on Facebook being disgusting, you know, putting your personal business all out there for the world to see. You know what I'm saying? You running around with all your big titties hanging out, butt hanging out on the corners loud and clamorous with no shame at all. You know, because you know what I'm saying, you ain't ashamed to be in the strip clubs, you know what I'm saying, prostituting yourself out, because that's what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You showing you that's prostitution. Because soon as a man coming there with a little bit more money, you're gonna do a little bit more and a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so you got, like I said, a shame. You ain't got no shame, man. You gotta have some shame. You need to be shame-faced. Have some dignity, some pride.
Right.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Before I knew the truth, I actually used to be one of these young brothers out here running around with no shame. You know what I'm saying? I've been inside these strip clubs and I was disgusted, even as a sinner, like, you know what I'm saying? Even looking in from the inside, I was discussing like, hold on, this is still degrading, even if it's completely legal, like in the
Right.
world.
Right.
Like, it's
It's
disgusting.
it's
Like I
disgusting.
felt no joy in it, so I never went again. I
Right.
only went once in my whole entire life.
Hey man, get that brother a hand for that, man. That's a great thing, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. But like you said, because you got love for your people, you don't want to see your sisters. Because when I say, I'm like, man, what would your daddy think? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Our sisters like that. Like you said, and like brothers too, it ain't just as women. Brothers ain't, like you said, brother, you ain't got no shame either being in there supporting it. You know what I'm saying? Like I always talk about, the brother Dr. Umar Johnson, the conscious, you know what I'm saying, dude from the comedic community, talking about he loved black people, he all for black people, but you all in the strip club. Like how you talking about you supporting love black people and you love black people, but you in the strip club supporting, you know what I'm saying, supporting our sisters being whores. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here talking about, I'm against drug dealing and drug use, but I'm going and smoking weed. Like you a hypocrite, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be supporting the lifestyle that you fighting against. You know what I mean?
And Salakia.
Go ahead.
Just like Christ said, cast the beam out your own eye first.
Right.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? That's right. But like you said, that was a great point you brought out, man. Like, being there, because like I said, we all done been there. You know what I'm saying? Before I came in the truth, I was in the clubs as well. But it still was like, dang, this is what this is like. I wonder what she's going through in her life. This is what she has come to. Where you know what I'm saying, gotta show everything you got all these men in here groping on you, touching on you, you know what I'm saying, for a few dollars. You know what I mean? Like it's disgusting. What does it come to where you want to be having sex and rubbing all on the same woman every other man is in here rubbing is touching on? Like it's a prize. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, man,
Most of them are married, or got kids, most of them got boyfriends that be bouncing at the club, or they come pick them up right outside the show after they were just shaking their booty for a whole stranger.
Right. And just, no, that's a good point. If you want to say, just throw up your hand, I could call them. That's all right. But yeah, that's a great point. That's what we were just talking about. Because the brothers, just like the sisters ain't got no shame, them brothers ain't got no shame. You know what I'm saying? This is the old woman. They actually love the woman probably. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they ain't got no shame. They think that's making them a man because they are being a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Because the pimping in our community was something that was glorified. That's to be something great. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we was raised. You know what I'm saying? Coming up off of, movies, How to Be a Player and Superfly and, all of these movies, you know what I'm saying, to teach us this is the type of man you should be. This is what a cool man look like. You know what I'm saying? Now that's why all our men, a lot of our brothers is out here homosexuals, because now they're looking up to Lil Uzi Vert and Young Thug, man, who's clearly gay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
Clearly gay. That's why you got a lot of our brothers out here running around, dressing like women, you know what I'm saying, acting like women. I be hearing brothers out there, calling each other bitches like women. Like women, sisters be sitting around each other like, bitch, girl, bitch. I hear brothers talking to each other, calling each other bitches like, bitch, stop talking to me like that, bitch. I'm like, boy, that shit, y'all, man, that is the game. Y'all is women, man. Women sit around and jokingly and call each other bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, now you got brothers sitting around calling each other bitches. You know what I'm saying? In conversation as a brother, like I say, what's up, my dude? You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like they turning our women into men and our men into women. That's like the trend. You know what I'm saying? Our women is being treated, like the heads, and the man is, you know what I'm saying, the women is wearing the pants and the man is wearing the dresses. You know what I'm saying? They got the long look, they coming out with them long, they turn it like long shirts. They trying to make, you know what I'm saying, but really they dresses. Like, you know what I'm saying, but they making the shirts real long and got slits on the side.
Right.
Before you know it, you know what I'm saying? Like they just easing them into it. You know what I'm saying? It's a shirt in the front and a dress in the back. You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing the trends, man. You know what I'm saying?
They call them extended tee.
Extended tee. Right. Hey. Yeah, man. It's what you call a gateway gay. You know what I'm saying? Gateway gay, man.
Salakia. They might end up calling it the gay trainer. Training. Gay training kids.
Hey, but no, man. Go ahead.
just letting y'all know, man, I respect what y'all doing.
Hey, no say.
After I knew the truth and the truth of who I am as a black man, I really like fully in my heart accepted, you know what I'm saying? He made that Hebrew Israelite.
Hey, Most High Christ, man. We just doing this work, man. Like we ain't no man with the Lord. We all glory goes to the Most High. But I appreciate the kind words, brother. You know what I'm saying? But that's the Lord, man. Like the scriptures say, my sheep hear my voice and they hearken on to it. Like we can put this out there, but everybody, this ain't for everybody. It's only 144,000 that's, what I'm saying, gonna be ruling this earth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And either you're gonna be a ruler or you're gonna be ruled over. You know what I'm saying? It's like what you want to be. Like you can be there. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you don't want to be on the front lines with us out there battling. You might just want to be in the school, paying your tithes and helping out around, and that's fine. Either way it go, you there. But some brothers want to rule. Some brothers don't just want to be in the kingdom. Some brothers want to rule the kingdom. Me personally, I want to rule in the kingdom. So I'm gonna be out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have me a whole country or something, this is my side of the country, That's what I would like, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, so that's why I'm out there risking my life in doing this work. And also because I love my people. Like you said, that's why you felt better, brother. That's why you say when you was out there in them strip clubs, you still felt like, damn, this is my sister. This is somebody's daughter, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you actually got a heart for your people, actually love your people, man. And that's why you here. You know what I'm saying? You've been asking yourself, for a sign from the Lord, like, man, what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was doing at the time. And the Lord called you here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no coincidence that you came up here. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is because this is what you're supposed to be. All of us came from different walks. Like all of us wasn't supposed to be here. I know I'm supposed to have been dead back in 2004, 5. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I made it out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these brothers can attest to that. Like we all supposed to be gone, but we all here and we all finna raise up this city, you know what I'm saying, and continue to build this nation, man. Like you said, we love each other, man. We got, like I said, we building the brotherhood in the UPK is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one of the things that made me want to stick and stay in the UPK, man. When I seen like, man, like I don't gotta be without a real family. Like, I don't gotta worry about a brother trying to touch on my children, try to holler at my wife, you know what I'm saying, try to, steal my money, steal something from me, you know what I'm saying? Like that don't go on here. You know what I'm saying, brother, hey, it'll be a misunderstanding for real. Like it'll be a problem. You know what I'm saying? We don't play none of that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be grabbed by your hand and tossed down them stairs, you know what I'm saying? It'll be a problem. We ain't Christians. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We, Lord say we quiet soldiers. We soldiers around here, man, and we looking for strong brothers, you know what I'm saying, to rock with us and do this work all over the country, man. So, you know what I'm saying? But then we're gonna get back into it. Salaki, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Brother came through, you know what I'm saying? But so get back into these scriptures though, man. Brothers and like I said, these scriptures, this goes for men and women. Like the brother said, he was shameless at a point. You know what I'm saying? I was shameless at a point out there with no shame. You know what I'm saying? Doing all kind of disgusting things in the streets. But we gotta just get back to it, man. Once you know, like they're saying, once you know better, you do better. If you knew better, you do better. Now let's start to try to do like you done been living that life. My saying, you've been living that life. It's insane. That's my favorite definition, man. My favorite insanity. You know what I'm saying? Doing it, look up the word, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, man. You've been living that life. Your daddy lived that life. Your granddaddy lived that life. Your mama was a stripper. Your aunties was a stripper. Your grandmama probably was a stripper, a drug dealer. Break the cycle, break the chain, try something different. This is how I'm like, that's what I said. This is how the Lord want me to live. The Lord say to do this, to not do this, to eat this, don't eat that. Well, let me give it a shot. This can fix my life. I'm gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Well, I done been doing everything else. Why not try this out?
That's right.
Best decision I ever made in my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, watch out for class, man. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. Salaki, y'all. So yeah, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have some shame, man. You gotta have something that you won't do. It's gotta be levels. Like, cause anything on the earth, like if you don't do properly, like you do, if you don't water, if you got a plant, you don't water it, it's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? You sit around and eat snacks and junk food and stuff, your teeth gonna rot and fall out. You know what I'm saying? It's consequences to living disgusting, just like it's benefits to living righteous and living well, taking care of yourself. So, you know what I'm saying? This whole thing about, America, be whatever you want to be, do whatever you want to do is disgusting. Like you said, just because it's legal don't mean it's okay. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's legal for homosexuals right now, 2 men to go down there and get married. That's how you know that marriage license is ridiculous. That piece of paper. 2 men can go get that piece of paper. What's important about that? What's special about that? Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That just opened the door for the pedophiles. Now you know what they trying to make legal? Pedophilia. They talking the pedophiles is coming out talking about, well, see, if a man can love a man, and then why can't I? I can't help who I love. I love this little boy. I love this little girl. Pedophiles is coming out talking like that now.
What the hell?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
They already did.
Well, yeah, no, they came out saying it.
Not for sure, but like if you try to interfere as far as like the relationship between the adult and the child, you get about 10 years in jail.
You said they passed that already.
That's already, and also bestiality is illegal in 14 states in the US.
No.
It's legal now?
Yes.
So bestiality is legal.
And pedophilia is also legal as well.
So that's why they was making those kids, it's like those kids sex dolls.
There you go.
So they were making little kid, like little boy, little bitty girl dolls, sex dolls. So that's why they allowed that to be made, because it's legal now. That's what I'm saying, man. This world is disgusting, man. I can't wait. Let me let this brother go one time.
They're also trying to reduce the age of consent down to a lower level, so it won't be looked at as so bad neither. You know what I mean? So for the pedophile, well, it's gonna be legal for you to have a relationship with a 12-year-old now. You know what I mean? They trying to make it that way.
Go ahead.
So like I was gonna ask you, like, when did they pass this law?
I mean, they've been passed a law. I mean, watch Criminal Virginia Hunter.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So at first it was 10. Now we went all the way down to infant.
What?
What?
They can have a relationship with, that's disgusting.
No. What?
Hey, so
Whose children is they doing this to?
That's the key.
hey,
right
that's why I said this kingdom got to be destroyed. Hold on, that's why this kingdom got to be destroyed, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything the white man touches comes to naught. It's this, you know what I'm saying? The air is polluted, the water's polluted. You got, you know what I'm saying, brothers homeless all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Homosexuals, we're talking about in God we trust. But you legalize the homosexuality, bestiality, you can do whatever you want to do now. Go ahead.
Like, speaking on what you were saying, like, you have to have a cap to what you won't do. Like,
Right.
your limit, your physical, personal limit. Like, where won't you go? Somebody did ask me something similar like that earlier today, talking about, would you be gay for a day for $100 million? I'm like,
Right, gay, they say gay for pay. That's what a lot of them, that's what a lot of them actors do. Like you get into Hollywood, to get into Hollywood and get them millions, they got to sleep with men and all of that. Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing. Whether anybody knows that pedophilia is legal or not in certain states, you see what I'm saying? Understand that the Jewish custom of them, you know, grown as the babies. Understand that it's still legally wet.
Right.
Anything that these devils do is going to be acceptable because they see that it's right.
Oh, you talking about when the Jewish man be biting circumcising the babies?
So whether they
with his mouth.
legalize pedophilia, when they legalize bestiality, understand that they're still doing it, so it's lawful to them. But with the God that, you know, how our God is set up, he's not playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do bestiality, the beast also dies too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So
pedophilia, you don't do that.
the white man is disgusting.
That's that custom. Basically.
Right.
The white man is disgusting, man. And he allows people to do, you know, come over here, you can do whatever you want to do. You want to be a woman, they allow you to be a woman. Anybody with sense will tell you, you got a man walking around as a woman that he has a mental issue. Right. It's mentally, like, cause unless you have a dog that was running around clucking like a chicken, would you would say, oh man, that's not my dog, that's not a dog no more. He's a chicken now. Right. No, you'll be like, no, my dog got a goddamn problem. My dog is sick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My dog has a mental problem. You know, that's what happened. Go ahead.
you're right, man. I always told my life, it look like a snake, it hits like a snake, it slither like a snake. It's a snake.
Right.
I don't care what you decide to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you was born with male genitalia and no breasts and no female reproductive organs, you a male. You a man. I don't care how you dress. If you want to look like Whitney Houston, brother, I'm sorry.
Right,
I can't help you.
you sick, you got a problem, like he needs help. You know what I'm saying? You don't just tell him like and condone it, like, oh, we're gonna call him a girl, we're gonna name it, you can no, you fight against that. Just like you know what I'm saying, so anything like a crackhead. You don't just say, oh, it's all right. Here goes some more crack. Hey, everybody chilling, you know what I'm saying? Get him some crack, man. What you want? You know, he wants some liquor. Get him a little crack. His brother want a burger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The brother grab him. You know what I mean? Like the brother has a problem. You gotta help him, not condone the problem. You know what I mean? And so that's like I said, but that's what happens when when you are under some disgusting people. We ruled by this nation right now. You know what I'm saying? And they over us. But when if you have some shame and some, you know what I'm saying, about yourself, you would be in the world, but not of the world. You know what I'm saying? You can be in this world, like we in this world, but we ain't of this world. We're not doing the things that this world is doing. You know what I'm saying? My people who come around me, they don't even want to come here, like they already know, man, I ain't going over there. He don't allow you to smoke in his house. You can't do this, you know what I'm saying? They already know. I'm not going to condone these conversations. They don't want to have them because the Lord gonna put you to death if you go over there and have that happen. You want to go keep selling that dope? Hey man, the Lord gonna kill you. I'm telling you to go on and stop. I'm trying to warn you, brother. Get out that lifestyle, man. It's gonna, the wages of sin is death. You're gonna die out there in the streets.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's where we gotta go. We gotta get back to our laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? This is our moral compass. This is the way we used to live before we decided to follow the white man's cousin. Because you think, like a lot of the thugs and the gangsters, they think that they were the first ones doing this, or that we was always the gangsters. We copying the white man. John Gotti and Al Capone then was the gangsters. They was the, you know what I mean? Poverty, you know what I'm saying? Poverty breeds crime and, and all of that. It's not because you're black, it's because you're poor. When the white man was poor, that's where you got John Gotti now from, and that Italian mobs and all of that. From poor, when white man was poor over here. So, but it's crazy. Grab Isaiah 51 and 20. You know what I'm saying? They think, them being outside on these corners is something new. This was prophesied in the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying, about hanging out on the corners. Check this out.
So you said
50, 51, and 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, us being on them corners, our sisters being on them, being whores in the strip club, all that stuff is prophesied about us. It's part of our curses for not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. You know what I mean? Because I used to wonder, like, man, why my people so in hell? Like, why we got to go through the things that we're going through? You know what I'm saying? I used to wonder. When I found out, like, man, my pastor, if the pastors would have told us this, maybe we would have, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It would have, like, oh, this Bible talking about us, we gotta keep the laws, we gotta not. Then, but they ain't teaching us that. They teaching us, you don't gotta keep no law. You can do whatever you want to do all week and just come to church and say sorry on Sunday. And go do it all week again. Come to church and say sorry. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Come to church and pay tithes.
Come pay tithes and say sorry. And you okay. The Lord loves you. No. Go ahead.
Tithes is the same thing as in the Catholic Church during the Roman Empire, like during the height of the Roman Empire. Well, unless that's now, I don't really know.
You said tithes?
The tithes, the Roman Catholic Church, they will make you pay for forgiveness. Like the Pope will say you resolve your sins, you pay this much money. And that's what Christianity is. That's what that's where it comes from. That whole idea, you know what I'm saying, of that's how you pay for your sins. That's what they do. As long as you pay the pastor, he'll tell you that the Lord forgives you for being the way that you've been. You know what I'm saying? But no, the Bible said there's no repentance. There's no more sacrifice for willful sin. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be willingly sinning. Like, if you make a mistake in sin, that's one thing. Like when they say God, but the Lord knows if you knowingly sin and if you just sin on accident, like, man, you got a problem that you're battling, the Lord knows. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no repentance for willful sin. But let's grab that just to bring up the point about the shameless brothers. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. Isaiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted.
Our sons have fainted. You know what I'm saying? So all them brothers on them corners that you see out there every day, you know what I'm saying, wilding out, keep going.
They lie at the head of all the
They
streets.
lie where?
At the head of all the streets.
What's at the head of all the streets?
Corner.
The corners. Where all our brothers at? On the corners. This is in the scriptures, man, a long time ago. Keep going.
Con. As a wild bull in a net.
They out there like wild animals, wild bulls in the net. What they call the drug game now? The what?
Okay.
The
trap.
the trap. They like wild bulls in the net. The bull is trapped. You know what I'm saying? They act like they trapped on that corner. Like, why do you got to stand on this corner? Why you can't go nowhere else? They act like they out there wilding on them corners like a wild. They said like what?
As a wild bull in a net.
Like wild bulls at the heads of them streets, man. Like they trapped right there on them corners, wild. And then what they be saying, man, you wild, man. We out here, we wilding right now. Y'all, bro, you wilding.
Right.
Keep going.
Con. They are full of the fury of the Lord.
Mad, angry, ready to kill everything. You know what I'm saying? Full of anger and fury. Keep going.
Con. The rebuke of thy God. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
Right. They out there, you know what I mean? They drunk off this word. They drunk off this society, this way of life that they live in this country, being able to do and be whatever you want to be with no rules, no consequences, until the police ride up and shoot you in the streets. Like, oh, you think they'll be able to stand on the corners like that, any diner, in Anoka, Eden Prairie? They ain't gonna be, they allow this to happen because this is the trap. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? This is what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? So all of that stuff that's going on is you know what I'm saying, they're allowing it to happen. And the Lord said that this was going to be what's going on if we don't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? So what was we holding at first? You put it up. So
Ecclesiasticus 41.
Yeah, 25. 26 and 25. So yeah, we kind of went off a little bit just, because, questions was being asked and stuff. But at the end of the day, like I said, we got to get our households back. That's what this class was about. You know what I'm saying? Building back our household, the man being the head, the woman being under the man, and Christ being the head of the man. You know what I'm saying? If Christ is leading you, then you will lead your family the right way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen. If Christ ain't leading you, you're gonna lead your family to destruction. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have your son out here selling dope. His daughter gonna end up in a strip club that you hate. Keep on. Let's read that one more time.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26. Chapter 26, verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
A shameless woman should be counted as a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, kicking them brothers out with no shame. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no shame about it. Come on, he ain't got no money. He ain't got no job. Did they do it? You must not know Christ was homeless. Christ didn't have a job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if they didn't know, you know what I'm saying, hold this and grab Luke 9 and 58. You know what I'm saying? They talking about, no scrubs. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no job, you know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? I heard a sister say, she ain't having sex with no man if he ain't got no money. Like, that sounds like prostitution. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway.
So like, you said Luke 9 and what?
9 and 58. Yeah, man. Talking, kicking a man out. You ain't got no shame in getting rid of your children's father. You know what I'm saying? A good man in that household who want to love you because, he probably ran into some hard times, can't get a job right now, down on his luck. You know what I'm saying? But because some dude come around with a little bit more money than him, you would kick him out and move this man in because you shameless. You ain't got no shame. But that's what they would have did to Christ. You know what I'm saying? You would have met Christ back in at this time, they would have did Christ the same way because Christ was a homeless man. Let's get it.
Luke chapter 9, verse 58. And Yahushua said unto him, foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests.
Foxes have holes to live in, birds have nests to live in. Keep going.
But the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head.
Read that part again.
But the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head.
He got nowhere to lay his head. You know what I'm saying? Christ didn't have nowhere to lay his head, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a disgusting thing to treat that man, kick that man out of the house for a brother because he got a nice, shiny car. Cause he didn't, can give you a little bit of money. But he gonna, gonna come with that little bit of money, he gonna give you a little bit of AIDS. He gonna give your daughter a little bit of child molestation. He gonna give your son a little bit of drugs. You know what I mean? Turn your house into a little bit of a trap house. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Also put hands on the woman.
And gonna be beating the life out of you as well. Gonna be beating you to death in that house. You know what I'm saying? So you can drop that, man. So go back, get that back.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 25. Shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
So once again, a shameless woman should be counted as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad. The Lord is calling you a bitch in the scriptures for having to for any of you sisters that said has ever uttered the words, "There's no shame in my game." You a disgusting bitch. Thus says the Lord. Thus says the Lord. Thus says the Lord, man. You a disgusting bitch. Thus says the Lord. Keep going.
That's right.
Come. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
She that has some shame, shamefaced will fear the Lord. Keep going.
A woman that honored her husband shall be judged wise of all.
You honor your husband, man. Have some shame. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to you. Don't belittle and berate your husband. You know what I'm saying? Lift him up. You listen to what he says. He's going to guide you the right way, especially if he's led by Christ. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be counted wise above all. That's a wise woman. That's a woman that don't got to sleep at home at night hugging the pillow and the vibrator every night. Because that man is going to can't wait to get home to you. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you don't want to listen. You want to be, you know what I'm saying? We deal with hell every day, all day in the streets. All day, every day we dealing with hell. Now we got to come home and deal with hell too? No, you won't get no time. Right. You know, that man, you ain't going to have no man. Your man is going to be Duracell. Go ahead.
But she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all.
Ungodly of all. You know what I'm saying? So you women that's out there dishonoring your husband and your kids and yourself, you know what I'm saying? You are shameless, man, and you are disgusting, man. But you sisters that honor your husband and is a crown to your husband, and people who look at you like, man, that brother must be a good brother because he got an amazing woman. You know what I'm saying? You should be counted wise above all. Right. You ain't going to be lonely. You're going to be that lonely, independent, strong black woman. All right? Grab Isaiah 13 and 12.
Okay.
We're going to get ready to wrap it up, you know what I'm saying? But, let's get back to it, man. Like Christ said, the head of the house, the head of the man is Christ, the head of the woman is the man. You know what I mean? And that's how the household should be ran. You know what I'm saying? Get that man back in that house, it'll get our boys up off the streets. Get that man back in that house, it'll keep our sisters out of them strip clubs because they would have a dad that would have loved them to death, who they would not want to shame like that.
Right.
Them brothers would be ashamed to make their fathers look at them on the street corner selling dope. Because he would look at them like they know that his father would be ashamed of him. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Say that again.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
And these brothers in the UPK is more precious than fine gold.
That's
these
right.
brothers around here, you ain't gonna meet no other brothers like this in your life.
That's
more
right.
Precious than fine gold to meet a man who will give his life for yours. Right. You know what I'm saying? Any of my brothers, I'm ready to kill and die for them if necessary.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's priceless, man. My life is to make sure that all my brothers is better than me. Right. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you got everything that you need to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like that's more. Read that again.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
The Lord has made us more precious than gold, man. You know what I'm saying? And for you sisters out there who lonely, independent black women, the Lord is making man more precious than gold, and you missing out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. You're gonna die alone. with your vibrator,
Right.
buried next to you. Keep going.
Come. Even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir.
Mhm.
Come. Therefore I will shake the heavens.
No. Read that one more time. One more time, and we're gonna end it right there.
Come. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
That's the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So keep that, get that man back in the house. Get you a man of the Lord who's led by Christ, man, so you can have all of everything you want, man. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and everything will be added on to you, like the scripture said. You know what I'm saying? You should be following after the man of the Lord. Get into these classes, man. Get you a righteous man of the Lord, man, who's going to help you raise the children properly. You know, and help you raise yourself up properly. You know what I'm saying? To be great, to be the man and the woman that the Lord has called you to be. All right. So with that, man, this is the ISUPK out of 125th Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana out of 125th. You know what I'm saying? We got St. Louis. Get to St. Louis, man, on the 29th. September 29th, man, we taking St. Louis over. The ISUPK will be in St. Louis, man. We got a big lecture from my brother, priest and officer, Degal Gabar. You know, he's doing an amazing lecture on, sharing your man is the cure to the single black woman. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an amazing lecture down there. We're gonna be out there. We're gonna be feeding the people. You know what I'm saying? So come and kick it with us. We're gonna have a big cookout down there. You know what I'm saying? So come and kick it with us September 29th down in St. Louis, man. You don't want to miss that. Get into these classes. Subscribe to ISUPK Minneapolis. Everything. ISUPK
right.
Minneapolis. Get into everything ISUPK Minneapolis, man. Subscribe ISUPK online classes. You know what I'm saying? So you can continue to be in class every day from 6 to 8. We got classes Monday through Sunday. We don't stop, man. We do this work all, 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Monday we got the General Muhammad is breaking down scriptures from 6 to 8. Then we got the grill with none other than Commanding General Yohana. After that on Monday. Tuesday we got our brotherhood class. Learn how to treat a brother like a brother, how to love a brother like you love yourself. From my Captain Mashak. Wednesday we have the law class. Come and learn how to keep the law. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to properly keep the laws of the Lord. All right? With Captain Sock G, you know what I'm saying? The Angry Black Man. Check that out too. Thursday, once again, we got General Muhammad breaking down scriptures. Call in, type in any questions you have about any scriptures. Thursday, the General Muhammad going to be breaking them scriptures down on Thursdays. And then we have Friday, you can learn our language. On Thursday as well, after the General, cross the line. Can't miss that. You know what I'm saying? Call in. Get your questions out from the Captain Tazariak himself, the Kemet Killer, and Captain Katazar. You know what I'm saying? Body bagging everybody. Cross the line and get body bagged. That's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So that's Thursday, Friday. Like I was saying, come and learn the Elishawan Kodash, our holy language. We teaching you how to speak our language, our natural language before it was stripped away from us. Get in Friday class and learn that. Saturday, we got our Sabbath classes. Go to your nearest corners and your hoods. You can catch us blazing in the kingdom on Saturdays. We're gonna be out on the streets. Then Sunday, you know what I'm saying, you can check out some more classes with Captain Mashak doing the Trinidad classes. You know what I'm saying? We all over the country, man. All over the country and outside the country. Right. So with that, man, I'm gonna say shalom, Yahweh Bash. Right. I'm gonna say shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat, to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal, Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat, all the sisters. And I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer Maccabia, man. Let's get it.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK started out of West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the word. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister have an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Gives your treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming home convocations. We are on the third. What was it? The third day. The third day of the Feast of Tabernacles, which ends October 2nd. Which we will be doing a closing in ISUK, Minneapolis. But right after that is the Feast of Dedication, which is the Feast of Hanukkah, which is in December, which we'll bring up towards the ending of November. All right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school to start wearing all black, boot shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. With that being said, we're going to jump into the prayers.
We're going to stand and face the east.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malachkavka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arasaza, Kuwa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Lathan, Lanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kuwabawatanawa, Kasalakanawa, Kuwabawatianawa, La'a, Tabiyanawa, Banasai one, Abal, Haushanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wadapura, Laiwalamyam, Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our
Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha, Ayanya, Al, Hariam, Mayan, Yabah, Izira, Mayam, Yahweh, Asha, Shamayam, Waratazar, Aliatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al, Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, La'a, Yashan, Sharmar, Sha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Aliyad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayara, Baliyala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Karai, Yashamar, Akupashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawaka, Ma'ata, Wa'ai, Awalam.
Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up thine eyes.
I will lift up my eyes into the hill, from which cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Hakah, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashem Yahushai. Babakashah. Nathan Lenawa. Hakah. Larpa. Kal. Makala. Wakal. Matawa, Haka, Latahar, Ha, Matazaria, Haka, Lahakian, Hamathian, Haka, Al, Rakawa, Hatamai Allah, Lagarsh, Bashim Yahushai, the White Armand.
In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it. Blessed Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashem Yahushai. Barak Lenawa. Wayasha'ala. Waha. Bayat. Saparian. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Hagun. Say the name of loved ones once and everyone repeats name once. Octavius. Denzel. Wilcar. Jakar. Isabella. Jonah. Yapah. Kendrea. ISUPK Minneapolis.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Vida.
Shaquille. Joshua.
All my ISUPK brothers.
All my ISUPK brothers.
What do I do here?
Somebody want to pray for me.
All right. All the ISUPK brothers.
All the ISUPK brothers.
All my brothers out there struggling.
All my brothers out there struggling.
Phyllis Jean Berry.
Phyllis Jean Berry.
Jakar.
Alexis. Montrell. Lindell. Cordero. Alicia. Amanda.
And
Danielle. Bashem Yahushai. The White Armand.
What we just said was, Lord. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us and Israel.
Bless us and Israel. And the school.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect.
Bless, heal, shield, protect. Loved ones.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
All right. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living. Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua. Listen to us now. Right now.
Send evil and curses.
Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. And death to the heathen that speak against us. Thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the schools. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. And death to the heathen. And shake loose the pockets of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Send
evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. And death to the Edomites. And their nations. And their drug dealers. The court system. Prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemy. Amalek synagogues and armies. Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitazi. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marines. Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet. And the airwaves. The cable access channel. And the radio channels.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And brings swift death to all the heathen.
And brings swift death to all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Try to stop us.
Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the terrorists.
Let loose all the terrorists.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth and destroy.
Through the earth and destroy.
Cause the terrorists to come against America.
Cause the terrorists to come against America.
And destroy them with their strongholds.
And destroy them in their strongholds.
Let America shake at the end of terrorists.
Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists.
Let your house shine.
Let your house shine. Michael
And Gabriel.
and Gabriel
Come down with the flying saucer.
come down with the flying saucer
Kill all the heathen.
and kill all the heathen
That come up against us.
that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all
That it is the angels that have done it.
that it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread throughout the media.
Cause it to be spread throughout the media,
Throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always. So be it.
Man of Israel. Elijah. Shabbat. Elijah. Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
You'll teach us.
I'm gonna learn.